Picture this scenario. The year is 2042. Humanity has finally uncovered the secret to life. What is the meaning of it all? What are we to do with our existence here on planet Earth? The answer comes in a flash of insight to a team of scientists who have been toiling away in a laboratory somewhere. They've managed to map the human brain completely. Every neuron firing, every synapse firing, every chemical reaction happening within our heads. They can now measure and quantify, and with that knowledge, they unlock the secrets of consciousness. In an instant, they know what the meaning of life is. Within hours, the news spreads across the globe. Within days, everyone on Earth knows the answer. So what happens next? Well, that depends on what the meaning of life actually is. Life is good. Life is beautiful. Life is precious. Life is meaningless. Life is suffering. Death is the only escape from life. The universe doesn't care about us. We are alone in this cold, uncaring void, and our species will eventually die out, leaving behind a cosmic wasteland of bones. That's one possible meaning of life. And if that's the meaning, then humanity's response to this revelation could be catastrophic. Every war, every violent conflict throughout history has been fought by humans believing they were doing the right thing. Leaders have gone to incredible lengths, committed horrible atrocities in the name of a greater cause. But if the secret to life is that it's ultimately meaningless, then what would people do with that kind of information? How would world leaders react to the news? Would they continue to fight the pointless battles or use their power to spread the message of hopelessness across the world? But let's imagine a slightly more pleasant meaning. Maybe life is about living, experiencing as much as possible, being with those you love, creating things, enjoying nature, appreciating beauty. A life well lived means having loved, having laughed, having done your best and being at peace with yourself. Upon hearing this, wars would likely end. Soldiers would lay down their arms, realizing the futility of shedding each other's blood over pointless differences. Borders would become meaningless as people realized we were all just one species on this pale blue dot hurtling through space. Religions might abandon their claims of an afterlife, focusing instead on living a life according to the newly defined meaning. But there would also be a darker side to this revelation. With science now able to tell us how to live the perfect life, what constitutes the perfect person, some might rebel against the new order. If the meaning of life is to experience everything, then surely that includes bad things, the full range of human emotions, the whole spectrum of experiences, even the unpleasant ones. Aren't they still necessary to a life well lived? By this logic, serial killers and rapists and anyone who inflicts pain on others for their own amusement would become martyrs for the cause. After all, if life is meaningless and death is the only escape from it, then why not make someone else suffer before you die? It's only natural. Perhaps the meaning of life is something more nebulous, like helping others, being charitable, spreading joy, but falling into the same traps of human fallibility. Our concept of helping others is often tainted with ulterior motives. We help because we want to feel good about ourselves. We help because we fear being punished for not helping. What if the meaning of life is serving others, but only serving others? Nothing else matters, not research, not art, not family, not friends, only service to others. Would people abandon everything else to devote themselves entirely to helping others? Would charities and aid organizations become the new religions, or would they be infiltrated by zealots willing to do anything to spread the word? So many questions come to mind when considering what would happen if we knew the meaning of life. One thing is certain though, our lives would never be the same. We would never again ask the question, because we would know the answer. But perhaps that's not such a good thing after all. Not knowing the meaning of life allows us to create our own meanings, to define for ourselves what we want to do with our time here on Earth. Wouldn't knowing the one true meaning take away our free will? Wouldn't we all become robots, automatons devoted to serving the one purpose our brains were designed for? The universe didn't give us an instruction manual, and maybe that's for the best, because if we found one, we might not like what we read. And if we didn't like what we read, we'd either become zealots or give up in despair. So let's just hope no one ever figures out the meaning of life, because if they did, things could get really messy.